They are called micro, small, and medium enterprises, the backbone of many economies. MSMEs in the country reached over 900,000 as of a 2018 survey. During the pandemic lockdowns, most of these MSMEs strive to operate despite the hardships and limitations they faced. But props to the businesses that managed to adapt quickly to the situation. They realized how important it is to transform their operations digitally to efficiently facilitate orders and payments. Today, let us attempt to have a closer look on the path to digitization and digitalization of MSMEs. And let's learn on how it can flourish businesses with our guest, Arlene Martinez, the founding president of Asia Council for Small Business Philippine Chapter.
This portion is brought to you by Goshi Herbal Coffee, ang official coffee ng mga healthy. Open for distributors and resellers.
Alam namin ang iyong pagsisikap. Dama namin ang iyong mga sakripisyo. Kita namin ang pagharap mo sa bawat pagsubok. Kaya sa kabila ng mga hamon ng buhay, nandito kami para umalalay. Kasi katulad mo, gusto rin namin ang magandang bukas para sa kanya. Hatid namin ang dekalidad na edukasyon at makabagong pasilidad sa abot kayang halaga. Kaya huwag ka nang mangamba, sasamahan ka namin tuparin ang mga pangarap niya. Maaasahan mong sulit dito ang mga pinagsikapan mo. Sa aming mga makabagong pasilidad at sistema ng edukasyon. May lalabas natin ang aking talino at mga kakayahan niya. Kahit sa munting halaga, makakasiguro ka na makakasabay siya sa mabilis na pag-ikot ng mundo. Sa New Era, karamay mo kami sa bawat hamon. Kaagapay mo kami sa bawat hakbang. Kasama mo kami sa bawat ngiti at tagumpay.
We are joined here today by Ms. Arlene Martinez, the founding president of Asia Council for Small Business Philippine Chapter. She is also the CEO of My Cartero, the go-to shipping platform of more than 800 MSMEs that export to the USA, Canada, UK, European Union countries, and to Australasia. Welcome to Open for Business, Ms. Arlene.
It's nice to see you again, Cesar.
How are you? It's been a long time. You were one of the our first guests at the Studio 4. So
Yes.
how was it? How was your business during the pandemic? But I learned your business kasi is also one of the businesses that flourished during the pandemic. Can you tell more about that?
You know, Cesar, it's nice to see you again. And the pandemic has really brought a lot of things. Fast forward. Embrace talaga tayo. Well, family-wise, we're blessed that, you know, my children and I are okay. We took the time to really look into how to keep the employees together. It's one of the challenges being an entrepreneur. Also, at the height of the pandemic, we were more on domestic at the time, focusing on helping send vitamins to the region. So talagang charter flights, we really have to get charter flights so that we can help those in need. That was like the pandemic peak. By 2021, when the economy was starting to open, you know, we were able, one of the first few logistics operators who was able to go out of the country. No local companies going out. And we took the time to strengthen our network. We took the time to look into how we can make the platform more user-friendly, more unique selling propositions for the users. That was the time, 2021. And it was really testing the market, no? Sabi mo nga kanina, at the time that we gave you the pitch that was 800 MSMEs. That was just like in March.
Wow.
Now we're more than 1,500.
Wow. So you can feel that the economy is really picking up.
We can feel, and not only the economy opening up and we can feel it, but we feel the younger generations embracing entrepreneurship.
The pandemic has brought both the good and the bad, especially for a lot of other sectors as well. But in your case, logistics, di ba yun yung hinahanap ng mga tao noon? People were looking for even, di ba, parang remittances.
Right.
And sometimes even if they have money but they cannot
You
deliver or they cannot send, this all the commodities. How did you do it? Somehow, yung ibang mga negosyante nakabuti sa kanila. Halimbawa, katulad mo, dahil siyempre yun eksaktong ang logistics ang isa sa mga businesses ninyo. So, were you prepared and because of the high demand during that time, paano yung ginawa yung
maneuvering,
pivoting?
no? Well, we had to really work as it is, no? Whatever the need is on that particular day. We cannot even plan for next week. We don't know how it's gonna move, diba? But one thing good about that experience is that it taught us to be more sensitive to customers, what they need, when they need it, and how we can be of assistance, because the blessed and fortunate thing is that we have a wide network, not only in the Philippines but outside the Philippines. So how can we leverage on our network and share it with the Filipino MSMEs and even OFW families, no? So that was the thing that really happened. The MSMEs actually embraced technology 5 times more during the pandemic. So nag-grow na siya, ripple effect na siya. It was a preparation in the sense that we were seeing how e-commerce sellers are really booming. During the height of pandemic, you can also see the ingenuity of MSMEs or Filipino at that. No, different regions, kailangan nila ng magde-deliver, biglang magsasprout, may local delivery na lalabas. Stores na hindi nagde-deliver before, eventually they embrace, kasi kami na magde-deliver. Without, contacting bigger companies from NCR, in that local region, in that local market, nagsasprout. Nakikita mo yung agility ng mga MSMEs, yung flexibility, and bilis nilang mag-pivot. Believe ako. So,
and Miss Arlene, you are an expert in marketing. You are also a mentor. And with your exposure with the different marketing strategies, business plans and business strategies, ano ang nag-iba with the pandemic? What are those marketing insights?
One of the things that we have seen, not only in the Philippines but in Asia, is a lot of MSMEs are embracing digital transformation. Digitizing is different from digital transformation. Sample, digitizing. Sumulat ka ng mga lista mo. That's manual. Put it in Excel, that's digitizing.
Okay.
Anything that's document, scan mo maging PDF, that's digitizing. However, digital transformation is a bit different because it encompasses already processes, current whatever tools that there is, yung mga systems and processes available that a particular MSME would use. For example, sa accounting, diba? There's now one of our innovators and startup companies founded by a very young entrepreneur, peddler. So it helps kahit mga tindahan, do your inventory, makita mo na yung benta mo. If you embrace that, you're actually you're going through a digital transformation. Because an MSME trying to put everything in the digital space for you to be able to easily, effectively, efficiently manage your business. So that's for accounting. Isa pa dyan would be my cartero. For example, logistics, e-commerce is actually booming nowadays. Sabi mo nga, what we have done, my cartero has done, is to put everything in one platform and the e-commerce seller, if you have an eBay seller, Amazon seller, you can easily be able to ship out by simply logging online, preparing your own shipments. So wala nang touch base ng ibang kamay because of the pandemic. Pay online, digitized platform, and even waybills. And then it utilizes the standard customs regulations also and documentation. So in that particular note, nag-digital transformation ka sa supply chain mo, sa logistics angle mo. So it makes you focus more on selling and giving the other meat of the pie to somebody else whose core competency is there, making your life easier and your system more efficient.
So, simply put, Arlene, digitizing is like putting manual to computer. Parang ganon. So that's digitizing. So you have to convert any physical material or any manual to computer or the internet or any format that can be read by the computer or the internet. Whereas digital transformation, it involves transactions, processes that involves the business na. Okay, that's good to know. Pero baka doon pa lang sa digitization, medyo bagsak na yung mga maliliit nating negosyante. There is a data here that according to the 2018 list of establishments by the PSA, there are over 990,000 MSMEs in the country. That's about 99% of all registered businesses. Sa palagay mo, Arlene, sino or gaano karami dun sa 99% ang nagdi-digitize at ilan naman sa palagay mo ang nagsisimula ng mag-transform digitally or the ones that undergo digital transformation?
It's actually a very good question, and that's one of the questions that we always post in the board. Ilan ba talaga yung digitized na MSMEs at ilan ba yung nag-transform na? Kasi sa atin, ang MSME to go digitalization, mako-categorize ka nila. No? If you have an email and a Facebook, ganun lang kasimple. Alam mo naman, 71 million yung Pilipino meron yan, di ba? Pero it goes beyond that. When you want to do business, it goes beyond just having an email and a Facebook. And we all know that. And it's something that a lot of organizations like the Asia Council for Small Business, DTI, we're doing a lot of research so that we can strengthen the data that we have in order for us to be able to come up with programs, leveled programs. Depende, di ba? O ito, hindi pa marunong, you know. But one thing is good. There's a group called Startup Village by Carlo Calimon, which we are a member of. What they do is also not only equip and increase the know-how of our MSMEs, but they also focus on digitizing them. There's what we call certified digital negosyantes. And as of now, I think we're more than 1,000 graduate MSMEs that has embraced certified digital negosyantes. Yung certified digital negosyantes, ang ginagawa nila, itinuturo sa kanila talaga yung mga available processes, systems, startup innovation platforms that they can use in the business. And marami na rin nag-embrace nun. In fact, there are sari-sari stores that uses Peddler.
So Peddler is like an
accounting, inventory.
Okay.
Oh, it's a mobile app.
It's a mobile app. Everything is there. Accounting, inventory.
Yeah.
That's good.
So makikita mo at the end of the day, ilan yung lumabas mo, ilan yung kita mo. Diba? Yan ang problema ng mga nagtitinda. Kahit sino kukuha. Diba akala natin pag namili tayo, it's free for all the family members. Diba? Yung mga SARSI dyan or whatever na binibili. Pero there is such a thing as inventory and accounting, which is also being taught to the MSMEs. So marami ang mga traditional MSMEs natin na nagta-transition na, natututo na. Ang maganda dito, from napapass on na, nagkakaroon na ng second generation. So yung nanay dati, ngayon nakikita mo, anak na. dati maliit lang na sari-sari store, nag-evolve na, nagkaroon na sila ng barbecue, medyo lumaki na, nag-evolve na, may
Diversify na.
e-load na sila, may pasa-load, di ba may ganun na, may payment facility na sila. So they are embracing the technology, available technology opportunities for them to earn also.
But Arlene, sabi mo nga, doon sa digitization pa lang, sa small businesses, ano ba ang dapat i-digitize? So halimbawa, maraming nanonood sa atin small businesses. Sinabi mo na yung kanina, halimbawa, from dati, baka halimbawa, utang ito. So dati, listahan lang.
Listahan.
Ngayon, dapat i-excel mo na.
Excel mo na.
So in the operations of small business, halimbawa, ano ba ang dapat naka-digitize?
Well, number one, yung numbers mo, di ba? Importante naka-digitize ang numbers mo because you can write anything, forget anything, but it makes life easier for you or your future accountants if everything is already in digitized formats. XLS ba yan, Word ba yan? As long as it's easy to extrapolate. Because if you don't do that, gagastos ka na naman ng oras, panahon, para ilipat yung mga nakasulat sa papel at ilipat mo sa computer, di ba? So in that way, it affects other people's roles and responsibilities also. Pag nag-umpisa ka dyan, mas madali mong makakahingi ng tulong how to extract this and bring it to another system like, ano pa ba ang accounting system natin? Intuit. So po pwede siya madali. Kasi pag written lagi mahirap, diba? So,
and with that, sa 99%, kahit na ano lang, estimate lang, how small or big is that market na undergoing digital transformation?
kung kukunin natin yung 995,000, wala pa tayo sa 10%. Malayo pa tayo. But one thing good about it and what's promising is, ang generation natin and median age natin is 26. These are the digital natives.
Yeah.
They know it already. So, ang itatransform mo na lang, yung mga traditional old entrepreneurs, mom and pop shops na, you have to embrace this technology so that you can grow it with time.
Pero kadalasan, yun ang may pera. At yun ang, kumbaga, patriarchal, matriarchal. So yun, the ones who control the business. So what's your insight on the digital migrants naman transforming their businesses into the digital sphere? Are they open to it? Or buti na lang, nagka-COVID ba? Kaya parang sabi nila, napilitan na sila na okay, we have to transform digitally na kasi or else because based on the many guests who join us here, wala, isa lang ang sinasabi, if you don't embrace digitalization, huling-huli ka na.
Totoo yun. Agree naman ako doon. Pero nakita namin sa merkado, the MSMEs, whatever age they are, have embraced technology. The digital transformation that is required or whatever, hindi lang ganun kabilis. But they have welcomed it with open arms these days and times. Kasi before, ayaw eh. That's the reason why GCash has been here for the longest time. Kailan lang pumutok ang GCash? Nung nag-pandemic.
Right.
And now, one of our unicorns, diba? Na even magtataho sa Palawan or sa Boracay, sells taho, you pay via GCash. So, na-embrace na nila. And, diba, hindi lang ganun kabilis, but very promising yung ano.
So, what are the key drivers that affects, the speed or the how fast or, the development of, for digital transformation to really reach its potential?
One of the things that we have to understand, ang una natin pag sinabi, digital transformation, naku, mahal yan. Yan ang unang balakid, di ba?
Kasi parang akala nila, they will invest, they have more resources, a lot of network, computers, ganun ba? Or katulad ng sinasabi mo kanina, all you have to have is, you have Facebook account or Gmail and then you can do online or e-commerce business.
Ito ironic ha. Sinasabi natin dati ang bagal-bagal ng internet natin, yet we are the number one in terms of people globally spending so much time in the internet. Number 1 tayo. That was last year. Pero ngayon number 2 na tayo. South
Sino
Africa
una
na.
South Africa na.
Oo, South Africa
Hindi
na.
India.
Hindi India, South Africa.
Really?
So, makikita mo na, pero nandoon kayo sa social. So, if you're gonna look at our population, 111 million na tayo as of 2022, February. And how many are in the platform or nasa social media? Nasa 76 million yan. Di ang dami. So just imagine with those people now, with TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and people selling on Facebook, it actually opened doors to them. I can without having a retail store or a brick and mortar store, I can sell here. And if you would just realize the numbers that you would be able to generate selling online, e-commerce, talaga naman. Kaya kita mo marami ngayon dropship, nagbebenta sila sa eBay, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, ang dami na.
Almost all social media
marketing.
platforms.
Yes,
Correct,
so it
correct.
actually breaks all boundaries. I don't have to be present in Cebu or Davao to make a transaction with the locals there. All I need to do is reach out and tell them, hey, my services or my products are available. How? Reaching them through where they are. Mas madali actually. Pag titignan mo, yung mga traditional entrepreneurs natin or the mom and pop shop, nakikinig sila sa mga anak nila eh. Secret, my daughter is actually my social media manager. Kasi hindi ko naintindihan yung social media. It's a different...
Tama. Hindi pareho tayo. Ako, IT manager. Ako, social media manager. Minsan may nanonood ngayon si Tony Pet Gapa. Yun. Gustong bumili ng galunggong sa online. Well, anyways, speaking of that, di ba, parang as a mentor, you have heard a lot of challenges from them during the pandemic because, di ba, nag-iba yung landscape pagdating ng pandemic. Ano yung sinasabi nila sa'yo na challenges nila? Based on your interactions with MSMEs, ano yung mga challenges nila ngayon na encounter mo?
Well, the first impact is really the financial. Of course, when there's no buyer, there's no money. Diba? And that was one of the biggest challenges. So yung iba nag-pivot, mga bagong negosyo. Pag mabilis silang mag-react sa mga challenges, kikita mo, nag-iba ng positioning, nag-iba ng target market. Sourcing was one. But for those that we are mentoring now, makikita mo nag-evolve din sila because the trend, signs of times, while it was pandemic, we never stopped mentoring, we never stopped coaching.
Yes.
Nakakapagod sa Zoom. Buong araw ka nandun, hanggang gabi naka-Zoom ka, diba?
Correct.
So we were mentoring, we were holding hands, each and every one. Come on, gusto nyo, tara, matuto tayo during the pandemic. And ngayon, nakita na nila, ito, sensitivity, maganda na to. Packaging, ayusin natin. Ngayon, distribution. Nakita nila yung opportunities on the e-commerce side because if you're limited to your population wherever you are, that's very minute. No, ilan lang ba ang population sa barangay mo? Kung ang tindahan mo open lang sa kanila, hanggang doon ka lang. Pero the power of being able to sell online, yung tindahan mo pwedeng magtinda sa buong Pilipinas, 111 million. O sabihin mo na 10% na lang nun. Ganun pa rin yung potential area for you to grow, yung potential target mo. And this is one thing that we are showing the mentees. Hindi ka lang dapat nabubuhay sa teritoryo mo, lumabas ka. Go beyond your borders. There are a lot of people looking for your product. The question is, how do you
reach out to them?
So, yung social media, yung creating awareness via the social media is one of the challenges they have also. Kasi photography, video, diba? It's just a matter of cellphone lang ba? Pipicturean ko lang yan ng cellphone. Hindi
Dati.
po.
Dati, nung unang panahon.
Nung unang panahon. Ngayon, medyo
Oo.
Naka-layout ka na, diba?
Yes, oo.
So, iniintindi nila yon. And ang tinuturo rin namin, huwag kang magtipid pag marketing. Kahit pictorial lang yan o pipicturean mo, gandahan mo yung picture. And it's something that we have to teach also our mentees. Alam mo, nakakatawa, kahit matanda, nakakapag-present na sa Zoom, they can now manipulate. Oh, they have embraced technology,
Yes.
diba? They use GCash, they know how to do this, nag-level up na. So, hindi lang one step. Siguro mga 6 steps forward na tayo.
Speaking of because you mentioned about areas, how is adoption of digital solutions outside metro areas? Do we have a lot of MSMEs doing that, considering their infrastructure may be not as robust as in the NCR or urban areas?
Well, if you're gonna look at the platforms readily available or nada-download, no? During the pandemic, nag-peak ang Grab, nag-peak ang mga online delivery, on-demand delivery, farm to table, diba? They created communities who share the same values, the same needs, and they share the resources. So makikita mo dyan, sabayin natin yung bounce kay Pilipina, bounce back, si Jason. Diba nag-create siya ng community?
Yes, oo.
So,
I was a member of that. Isa siya sa na-interview ko nung nasa
ako,
pandemic.
member din ako.
Oo.
And Jason is a member also of the Asia Council for Small Business. So, makikita mo that during that time, talagang nagtutulungan tayong lahat.
Pero geographically, talagang makikita mo rin ba yon? So, parang pareho lang? Ibig sabihin, they're as active in other regions as well? Or
Naghahanap. They're looking. Kaya nga yung mga available tools natin dito or mga available startup platforms are being shared at this day and time nationwide. So, we rolled out in the Visayas, we rolled out in Mindanao, we rolled out in the North, the Region 3, we rolled out, of course, in NCR. Kasi ang NCR, syempre, pag may bago, alam na natin agad yun, di ba? Uy, bago yan, kakalat. Pero yung mga far-flung areas or the other regions that is beyond our reach, ang nangyayari doon is more on, we encourage them to join us during mga rollouts, like the certified digital negosyantes, negosyo, certified digital negosyo. It's an invitation. So you really have to spend time. So for you to be able to understand what are the readily available tools, platforms that can help you do a digital transformation for your business.
alam mo, Miss Arlene, kulang tayo ng oras. Kailangan mag-part 3 ka dito. So, but before we ask you to give your tips to entrepreneurs, ito, magandang tanong. From 73rd in 2018, the Philippines improved to 54th among 129 countries with a score of 36.18 at the Global Innovation Index. This is a significant contribution from MSMEs who transform digitally. Can you tell us what are the benefits for MSMEs to digitalize its operations? And maybe you can proceed to your tips already to MSMEs.
So, you know, I think nabanggit ko na kanina yung advantages. But what is good to note that in Asia is that there is what we call the ASEAN E-Commerce Act that was signed in 2019. Thereafter, the Philippines followed with the Philippine Innovation Act, no? And then there's this another innovation, something that would support the growth of entrepreneurial culture and ecosystem in the Philippines. So it's high time for us, mga kanegosyantes, you know, mga kapwa nagnenegosyo dyan or anong tawag doon, MSMEs, i-embrace na po natin ang technology. Kasi sabi ko nga kanina, ang pinaka-advantage po niyan is that having a target market of, let's say, 1,000, 2,000, when you open up and embrace digital technology and you become present online, yun pala yung importante. Dapat po nasa online kayo. Kung dati po meron tayong let your fingers do the walking. The yellow pages.
Oh, yellow
that's
pages
when you
pa.
that's where you find the companies, 'di ba? Yellow pages. Ngayon wala na pong yellow pages. Sa mga bata hindi ako naintindihan. Ang tawag doon, Google it. 'Di ba? When they Google for something that you have to be found. So, pinaka-simpleng magagawa po natin sa mga negosyo natin is just register it online sa Google. Dati Google My Business, ngayon nasa Google Maps na sila. Be present. Kung ang persona nyo may avatar po kayo sa Facebook, sa Instagram, sa Twitter, ganun din po sa negosyo nyo. Bring it online. In that way, people can find you. Let's say you cook the best spaghetti in your town and talagang alam nila sa buong town, no? Sikat ka sa town. Pag may dumating na bisita dyan at naghanap na saan ba yung masarap na pasta dito, they should be able to find you. And travelers now and tourists would normally check their phones, Google it. So, dapat Googleable kayo.
Hindi lang Instagrammable,
Hindi lang
Googleable.
Googleable. So, and then yung sinabi mo nga, Instagram, it pays, a picture paints 1,000 words. So, kung meron kayong ipamamalaking mga photos, dalhin nyo din po yan sa website, kung di man website, sa Instagram, sa social media, sa Google Maps. Kasi sa Google Maps, you can put photos there. At mga kapwa nagnenegosyo, libre po yun, wala po kayong gagastusin. The only time you spend is when you put an ad. That's the only time. And very, very, hindi ko masasabing matipid, pero abot kaya. It's a better term.
Okay. Now, Ms. Arlene, before we say goodbye to this interview, isa ka sa mga na-i-guest natin ng Open for Business. At alam natin, marami na tayong mga kasama na yung iba ay nawala. Kung hindi man nawala, nagsara naman ng negosyo ang iba. So, masasabi natin, and because of your longevity, because of your marketing expertise, we can say that you are an epitome of the resilience of the Filipino entrepreneur. Ang tanong ko, ano naman yung sikreto mo?
Alam mo, ang sikreto ko lang po, I try to listen. I listen to the people around me, to my children, to the younger generation. It took time. It took time, I tell you, syempre.
Oo. Kasi may naging business partner sila, di ba?
Naging business partner. You have to understand, they have, kailangan po natin maintindihan, this is their time. Era. So, kung may nakakaintindi sa mga potential customers natin, yung mga kabataan. So, yun yung isa sa mga natutunan ko. You listen. Listen to your customers, listen to your stakeholders, listen to your children who would be the next managers of your business. Kaya po tayo nagnenegosyo para ibigay sa kanila, di ba? So, we have to entrust them also. Start listening and you would be amazed na ang daming matututunan. Ang daming matututunan.
Wow. This has been a perfect listening experience. And thank you, Ms. Arlene Martinez, the founding president of Asia Council for Small Business Philippine Chapter, and also the CEO of My Cartero, the go-to shipping platform of a lot of MSMEs. I hope, Ms. Arlene, that you will join us again for part 3 of your guesting. And again, this is a way for us to showcase the resilience of the Filipino entrepreneur.
Thank you, Cesar. Definitely, I will be with you. Again.
Open for Business. We'll be back. Stay with us.
New.
Ito ang Net25 Primetime News. Matatag. Matapang. Matapat kasama sina Alex Santos, Emma Tiglao at Vic De Leon Lima. Mata ng Agila. Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 6 ng gabi sa Net25.
Welcome sa aming bagong tahanan. Say hi tayo.
Hi!
Bossing Poleng, meron akong
Ano?
kwento.
Yay! Story time!
Itago nyo na lang ako sa pangalang Jojo.
Jojo nga po pala. Boyfriend ko.
Good evening po.
Puyat mo nga dyan!
May bago tayong tambayan.
Dito lang sa
Open for Business is back. Isa sa nagsimula na maliit na negosyo and slowly gaining its share in the beauty and wellness sphere is V My Beauty, which was established in 2021. Joining us now are Mr. Jeffrey Nick Dao, the Chairman and CEO of V My Beauty, with Dr. Cecil Katapang, Health and Wellness Advocate, to tell us the story on why they are currently open for business. Dr. Cecil and Sir Jeffrey, bago natin pag-usapan yung inyong negosyo, very interesting yung nangyari doon sa pandemya.
Yes.
Na ano ba ang nakita ninyong pagbabago sa kaalaman at saka interest ng mga tao pagdating sa health and wellness nung pandemya? Maybe we start first with the lady.
Yes,
Okay.
I would like to answer that. That is the reason why I'm also a staunch advocate of this product, sir. Last January, I had COVID. And then, alam niyo naman yung long haul, di ba? So, wala akong incessant coughing talaga. And syempre, embarrassing. Because even if negative na yung yung PCR and antigen test, mga ganyan, I still cough. And it's very embarrassing. And then, at about that time, na-meet ko si Sir Jeff. Sabi niya, Doc, try mo. Sabi niya, bet, hindi niya alam na may long haul ako. Siyempre ko sinasabi, di ba? So, di ba, Sir Jeff? So, tinry ko. Alam mo, sir, 3 weeks along the time that I was taking the product, nag-improve yung cough ko. Actually, on the second week. Pero napansin ko, third week. Sabi ko, wala na pala akong cough. Going third week. Sabi ko, wala pa. So, doon. So, because of that, sir, sabi ko, okay pala itong Be My Beauty's Dear Placenta sa long haul ng COVID. So, inaral ko, anong meron? Bakit nang-effective siya? So, that's the reason why, sabi mo nga, how did this help sa health and wellness ng mga tao? And so, ako na yung isang example, sir.
Wow.
Na nag-improve ng long haul ko.
So, Sir Jeff, with that testimonial of no less than a doctor, how do you see this business in wellness? Sa palagay mo ba, mas conscious na ang mga tao na alagaan ang kanilang sarili? And we know that even if the pandemic is there are variants that's coming out, there are new reports about monkeypox and all the other things. And every time now, parang, although here in the Philippines po, andito pa rin yung mask, pero di ba sa ibang bansa, unti-unti na silang nagtatanggal ng mask. So, ano po ang nakikita ninyo dito? Parang, why is this business in wellness something that will create greater impact at this time?
Actually, tulad nung sinabi mo, sir, ang tao talagang curious na sa kanilang health lalo na itong mga sakit na to, wala naman dati to di ba? COVID, monkeypox, wala namang ganito, pero bakit ngayon nagsusulputan siya? Nag-i-innovate na rin ng mga illnesses. So that's why ako personally...
Tama kayo, sorry to cut you, Sir Jeff, pero kahit yung sakit, yung illness, nag-i-innovate. Diba?
So why not hindi tayo? Because lalo na sa part ko as businessman, napakalaking hassle yung may nararamdaman ka. So bilang negosyante, let's say, sabihin natin when it comes to wealth, okay, pero pagdating naman sa health, poor, okay, namumroblema ka, So, dun papasok yung health is wealth talaga Kasi ako, na-experience ko yung magkaroon ng illness, I was diagnosed with my MRI result na meron ako lumbar problem. So, from there, taking this product talaga, nakatulong. I'm suffering for almost 2 years. Yung pain na nararamdaman ko down my left leg, back pain. So, ang hirap, nagninegosyo tayo, nakikipag-meetings tayo, bigla kang aaray. So, lahat ng activities affected. So, aanin mo pera. Ito naman, may nararamdaman kang ganito.
Tama.
So, wala, baliwala ang pera. Kaya kailangan napakalaga talaga ng health. So lalo na ngayon, may mga COVID, monkeypox, etc. No? So talagang ako, I think, lalo na sa mga nagdinegosyo, napakalaga po ng kalusugan.
I very much agree to that because number one, regardless of your demographics, whether you are rich, you are poor, you are not popular, or the number one star in the country or around the world, everyone gets sick. But going back to you, Dr. Cecile, you said you made this research when you took this product. So ano ba itong breakthrough? What have you discovered in terms of this breakthrough stem cell technology of deer placenta?
So, yun nga sir, I wondered why it worked with me, di ba? So, basa-basa. Plus, I just would like to touch on dun sa nag-i-innovate ang diseases, di ba sir? Di ba ngayon, ang dami ng resistance sa antibiotics. So what do you do if these things that are available is not working? Strengthen your immune system. And I think that is what happened here with me, especially sa long haul ko. I think what happened was, itong deer placenta was contributed to strengthening my immune system. Hindi naman yan vitamin C, hindi ordinary. So, paano nangyari yan? So, gusto ko i-explain lang briefly at saka very simple kung paano maintindihan. Sir, di ba, ang placenta, di ba, yan yung inunan that is attached to the womb of the mother, nakakabit sa baby, sa umbilical cord, sa pusod. Ang baby, paano nagkaroon ng lungs? Di ba, sir? Di ba? Alala mo, cell division. Pero paano nag-develop ang lungs? Paano nag-develop ang stomach, ang brain, ang eyes, and all the rest of the organs of the body ng baby? From the placenta. Ang placenta, stem cell, is actually rich in growth factors. Yung growth factors na yan is the one contributing to the development of the organs of the baby. Ang mga researchers found out that even after it is extracted from the child, di ba, nang wala, pag panganak na yung bata, halimbawa, or sa deer in this case, iyan i-reach pa rin sa growth factors. Pag ininom mo yan, of course, with processing and things like that, no? Pag ininom mo yan, yung organ mo na may sakit, say for example, yung puso mo na nagkaroon ng heart attack, yung kidney mo na nagfe-fail, yung brain mo na nagkakaroon ng Alzheimer, nare-restore ang youthfulness niya because of the presence of growth factors in the deer placenta stem cells.
I see. Interesting. Now, Sir Jeff, as a businessman, alam natin na parang there are several areas in the entrepreneurship journey, di ba? Parang nakikita mo yung challenges.
Yes.
And then you find, sabi nga nila, di ba? With entrepreneurs, you have to address that pain point. And then from the, ikaw, physical pain nga talagang, hindi lang pain point, but physical pain yung naramdaman mo. So, dito ba sa the business of this product, ano yung nakikita mo na saan ba bagay itong produkto na to? Is this good for young people or the likes of me na medyo young ones na? You know, who is your target market, Sir Jeff?
Actually, itong ating produkto na to, no, all walks of life pwede. Hindi mo masabi, kahit bata, may dumadapong karamdaman.
Sakit.
So, lalo na yung mga aging. So, siguro, most likely, ang target market natin is yung mga aging people. Lalo na yung may mga illnesses. At the same time, yung mga, siyempre, malusog ka nga, yung kabataan looks, wala naman sa'yo, di ba? Yung artista looks. So, ito, pwede rin ibigay ng ating produkto. So, either way, talagang health and beauty siya, combination. So, yun. Pwede kahit na all walks of life, pwede po tayo. Kaya ganun na lang kalakas yung loob namin na pasukin yung industriya na to. Kasi napakalaki ng market ng wellness industry. So yun, lalo na nga ako, kasi ako produkto ng produkto ko, so pwede kong sabihin na may market talaga. Ang maganda pa nito dahil nga for short period of time na pagtakbo namin dito sa produkto na to, yung nagra-run siya, overwhelming yung reception ng tao. So, ibig sabihin, nakakatulong talaga yung produkto sa bawat customers or client. So, hindi lang sa may sakit, kundi doon din sa mga aging na ayaw tumanda talaga at gustong bumalik sa youthfulness nila.
Wow, that's perfect. Now, Dr. Cecile, I like your analogy where of the placenta being the factor of the growth
Yes,
of the
growth
development
factors.
of a child. But what are the benefits of this product, and how what are the benefits, and how will these impact on the health and wellness of the individual?
So, benefits. There's a medical aspect and a beauty aspect.
Okay.
So, dun muna ako sa beauty, sir.
Okay.
Kasi mas madali eh.
Okay.
So, sa beauty, sir, rejuvenation. Well, generally, ganito, sir. When you take the product, what will happen is it will regenerate, restore, reactivate the organs. Sabi nga nila, it is not an anti-aging product. Diba? Ano siya, reactivation, restoration ng function ng organ to optimum. Kasi 'di ba sir, for example, meron kang cellphone, 'di ba? Pag bago, it will function talagang battery ng cellphone, 'di ba? Ano siya, ang lakas-lakas ng battery. Okay, battery ng kotse, 'di ba? Lakas ng battery. Habang ginagamit mo, nagwe-wane na yung humihina na yung power, yung effectivity ng battery. Ganoon din sa organs natin. So, ang buti ang kotse, napapalitan mo yung battery, organs, bibili ka ng papalitan mo yung atay mo, papalitan mo yung kidney mo, ng ganun lang. It's not easy, it's expensive, and it does not work that way, diba? So what you want is to find something that will reactivate that organs that are slowly dying because of aging, diba? So, or not functioning properly because it's aging, diba? Mahina na. So, yan, Be My Beauty Dear Placenta stem cells will reactivate, restore the organ. So, for example, beauty, aakyat ang mababawasan ng wrinkles, mababawasan ng saging, di ba? Actually, nakakaputi sa mga gusto magpaputi, no? Tapos sa health, from top to bottom, may improve ang brain function. Gaganda ang vision. Lahat tayo nagkakaroon ng katarata. Ang katarata parang uban. Nobody, walang makakalusot dyan. Lahat tayo magkakaroon. Ito, ang problem, ang mainam dito sa Be My Beauty Day Placenta, i-delay niya ang chance na ma-opera ka. So, hindi, imbes na kung operahan ako ngayon, wari 62, madidelay, baka 82 na ako operahan ng katarata ko. Something like that, no? Lungs. So, marirestore ang lung function, di ba? Tapos, ang Be My Beauty Dear Placenta may collagen. Ano ba nangyayari sa ugat natin habang tumatanda? Tumitigas. Kaya nga paglabas ng x-ray, arteriosclerosis, di ba? Sabihin, naninigas yung mga ugat. Pinapalambot ng Be My Beauty Dear Placenta ang ugat para easily nag-e-expand. Kasi ang problema, pagka tumitigas siya, nagkakaroon ng heart attack, nagkakaroon ng stroke. So with Be My Beauty Dear Placenta supplementation, lalambot ang mga ugat, easily makaka-flow ang blood, mapipigilan ng heart attack and strokes. It can control the rise in cholesterol. Di ba yung cholesterol yan nagkakos ng bara. So, pipigilan niya ng Be My Beauty Dear Placenta. Dahil din meron siyang ibang product, papalabnawin nito ang dugo. Pag malabnaw ang dugo, maganda ang delivery ng oxygen tsaka nutrition sa buong katawan. So, gaganda ang kidney function, di ba? Kaya tumatanda, kakaroon ng diabetic, renal failure, kasi humihina ang kidney. I-restore ng Be My Beauty Dear Placenta ang cells ng kidney para mag-function properly ulit siya. Liver. Ang liver natin, diyan lahat ng toxin, dinitoxify ng liver. So, pagka sira ang liver mo, nakikita yan. Di ba? Kaya naninilaw, di ba? So, pangit yung skin, bakit nagmamanifest? So, ang Be My Beauty Dear Placenta, and talagang ito may studies that placenta is excellent in improving the function of the liver. And so, if you restore liver health, you restore the health of the entire body. Yun. So, yun ang iba't iba. Plus, eto sir, may kwento rin akong placenta. One time, hindi ako makalakad. Ang nangyari, sabi ko, gusto ko magtiyanggi. Paano kaya gagawin ko? Alam niyo sir, minom ako ng placenta, saksak ako ng placenta. Pero ngayon, hindi ko na kailangan magsaksak, iinumin na lang kasi nakakatakot magsaksak. Maraming allergies dyan. Mataas ang antigenic properties ng placenta na ini-inject kasi usong-uso yung tina-inject ngayon. So, Be My Beauty Dear Placenta na lang para ma-maintain ang anti-inflammatory effect niya sa arthritis. And yun, marami pa siyang functions.
Wow. Well,
baka kulang yung show.
Yeah, very well explained. But Sir Jeff, it is clear based on the explanation of Dr. Cecile that the benefits of this product is really something that will create a good impact for citizens, for everybody, for the youth, whatever, and also for the aging market. Pero as a businessman, how do you translate that in terms of distribution? Ano po ba ang ginagamit ninyong pamamaraan para mas marami pang mga tao ang maka-discover din at in terms of business distribution, in terms of the sales channels, in terms of the marketing of the product? How do you do it, Sir Jeff?
Number one, we have online platform wherein talagang pag sinabi nating online, like yung inyong program, no, online business. Kasi wala siyang territorial boundaries. So lahat matatap natin. Lalo na ngayon, lahat ng tao nasa cellphone. So sa online, masasabi ko na diyan kami talaga nagbo-boost ng aming marketing. Secondly, yung aming marketing arm wherein meron tayong tinatawag ng mga distributors. So para anywhere in the Philippines or in the world, basta may Pilipino, di ba? Kahit sa bansa may Pilipino. So tinatap natin yan. Para, alam mo naman Pilipino, magagaling sa sales, ano? So yun, we do network marketing wherein yung distribution talaga is mas mabilis. So yung commissions sila, kumbaga they paid based on commissions. So yun, online, network, yun yung aming channel na ginagamit sa ngayon.
Okay, so before we finish this interview, I hope that you can come back again so that we can talk more about this product. And this is just a teaser, of a bigger, brighter future for your product and for your distribution and marketing. But before that, baka maraming nanonood sa atin na magtatanong, ano ba ang presyo nito, saan ba gawa ito? At baka mamaya napakamahal nito or ito naman ay gawa pa kung saan. Can you talk more about it?
Yes, this is 100% imported from Singapore. Yung ating mga raw materials or yung ingredients comes from Europe like Switzerland. Then yung meron tayo from Japan, USA na ingredients dito sa ating produkto. But basically, this is 100% imported. Dumarating siya dito, dinidistribute na lang natin. Okay? This is first Filipino-owned company na nagbebenta ng stem cell. So, yun yung ating isang pinagmamalaki. Ano? Kasi may mga pumapasok dito, foreign company. Ang problema, pera ng Pilipino, nilalabas, kinukuha nila. No? So, why not tayo naman ang kumuha, di ba? Pilipino, kumbaga, sarili nating bansa, pag Pilipino muna, parang ganon. So, the quality nandiyan.
Tsaka sir, the price, your health has no price. Diba, sir?
Wow. So, I'm sure maraming mga interesado dito sa produkto at paano ba maging bahagi ng negosyo, saan sila pupunta, paano sila magsasimula, at kung may website kayo. I think your camera is there. Maybe let's start with the Doktora and then we end with Sir Jeff. Invite the viewers also to take a look at this product and where do they go, as a start.
Sir, ako na lang yung advantage na lang, di ba? For health and beauty, if you want to be beautiful, if you want to be healthy, then you have to start taking Be My Beauty Dear Placenta. Sabi ko nga kay Sir kanina, health has no price, di ba? Mayaman ka nga, may sakit ka naman. So, a-address ng Be My Beauty yung sakit mo, yung yaman mo tuloy-tuloy na rin. Di ba, sir? Ano?
Correct.
And maybe, Sir Jeff, you can also address the small business owners na parang ano ba ang tips ninyo din sa mga maliliit na negosyante na kahit sa pandemic ay lalo talaga silang magsumikap at mag-invest sa ganitong mga produkto?
Ang objective ng aming company is to bring back the Filipinos to their wealthier homes, no? Actually, ang Be My Beauty stands, yung beauty na yan, dalawa ang meaning sa amin yan. Beauty physically, at the same time, beauty yung ating finances. So that's why we offer yung ating produkto na matutulungan yung ating kalusugan, pero pwede rin natin tong inegosyo because we are offering a distribution business wherein pwede mo siyang i-distribute, so meaning may profit tayo dito na kung saan kahit pandemic, pwede tayong kumita kahit na nasa bahay lang. So yun, ang ultimate goal natin is pabalikin natin yung ating mga kamag-anakan abroad. May negosyo po rito sa Pilipinas. Nandito po ang Be My Beauty Dear Placenta Plus.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Jeffrey Nicdao and Dr. Cecil Katapang. Truly isang example ng business mindset to turn a hardship into an opportunity na magdala ng produktong epektibo sa health and beauty at higit sa lahat, can help others be financially independent. Mabuhay po
Thank you,
kayo,
sir.
Dr.
Thank you,
Cecil
Sir General.
and Sir Jeffrey. Open for business. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Ang show na siksik sa tawanan.
Anong una natin gagawin?
Ang show na laging may baong pampagood vibes.
Alas 9:12. Kasi alam mo naman, pag tatlong mga marites,
Hindi, kalagkarin. Kalagkarin. Ang palakpakan.
ang utang sa likod ng ASPN.
Ang show kung saan mahalaga ang bawat opinion nyo sa mga maiinit na issue ng bayan.
Ayan, i-compute mo na kung magkano sa halagang 50. Hindi, joke lang. May tawad ako? 30 na? Ha?
Tawad na yun.
Mga issue ang kasagutan ay sa programa natin unang napanood at napakinggan. Kaya naman gawing morning habit ng
Welcome back to Open for Business, and now for our business news. Jokna sees economy to grow by 6.5% to 8% from 2023 to 2028. Finance Secretary Benjamin Jokna projected that the country's economy will be among the highest in the ASEAN +3 region, growing by 6.5% to 8% from 2023 to 2028. He added that the Philippines is fully prepared to address challenges ahead and that the government is committed to sustain economic recovery. DBM to launch budget management system as part of its digitalization efforts. Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman mentioned during the post-SANA economic briefing that the Department of Budget and Management, or DBM, will roll out the Budget and Treasury Management System, an online ledger of all transactions of the government. This includes all steps from planning to budget release. The move is seen to enhance bureaucratic efficiency in the department. Australia's Consumer Price Index reaches a 21-year high. The Australian Bureau of Statistics reported that the second quarter Consumer Price Index rose 1.8%, the highest in 21 years. The inflation rate is seen to further increase as food and energy costs continue to accelerate. And now for our Millennial feature. Business leaders from the Millennial generation are more eager to learn about and adopt new technology. Many people in this generation were born between the years of 1990 and 2000. They witnessed the anguish and financial hardship brought on by the financial meltdown through the eyes of a child. Compared to all other generations, Millennial small business entrepreneurs are the most diversified. These individuals are quickly taking over as today's primary buyers and decision makers. What are the trends to look out for if you are considering starting your own business? What benefits do Millennial company owners enjoy? First, knowledge of online advertising. Technology was part of Millennials' upbringing. A small business or creative project success can be greatly impacted by social media. Seeing young digital entrepreneurs build businesses frequently using just a device and creativity. Second, Millennials Advancement. Businesses run by Millennials tend to be more flat in structure. Opportunities to progress within a company are a crucial component for Millennials who want to advance in the professional sector. Third, being optimistic. Entrepreneurship requires hope to keep moving forward. Innovation and optimism are driving remarkably successful corporate outcomes. They are upbeat about the direction of their companies and anticipate growth in the coming years. Millennials are regarded as the generation with the greatest technological aptitude due to their connectivity to the online world. Because of this, companies utilize various strategies to promote to people. Millennials have the potential to significantly impact the business world. I am Jasmine Agustin for Open for Business.
Open for More business is at the helm. Disaster resilience of MSMEs. Before the end of July, the northern part of the Philippines was hit by a magnitude 7.3 earthquake, with its epicenter located in the province of Abra. The Department of Trade and Industry said there are 3,000 to 6,000 business establishments there, with 60% operating in the town of Bangged. Businesses in nearby provinces and regions were also impacted and shut down as a result. In times like these, what can micro, small, and medium enterprises do to recover from the financial impact of natural disasters like earthquakes, typhoons, fires, and volcanic eruptions? The Philippine government had previously announced several measures to help combat these impacts. First, there is the MSME Guide to Disaster Resilience, which contains the PDRF Business Continuity Plan Roadmap, information on the support and rehabilitation programs by Land Bank, DBP, and DTI. This was launched in 2020 by the Philippine Disaster Resilience Foundation, DTI, and other institutions. The PDRF also has the Synergizing Recovery Initiatives, Knowledge and Adaptation Practices, or CCAP program, which includes business continuity workshops and livelihood starter kits. Its learning platform, iAdapt, contains digital tools that help MSMEs determine what to do with disruptions such as calamities. In relation to the recent earthquake, Pag-ibig Fund and the Department of Budget and Management have also assured affected residents that loans and financial assistance will be made accessible. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., who personally visited Abra, has given the directive to tap government agencies and exert efforts to help our kababayans, including business owners, recover from the massive earthquake and once again be open for business.